We're at Orchard Station on the southeast extension of the RTD Rail System. And we're looking at all of it. But, as I promised, we're doing every single station, and I'll definitely go through what's here, which isn't much, but we're going to do it so you have a complete record of every station in the Denver area. So, let's begin. What rail lines? We have the E and the R. Bus lines? None. I think there might be a flex ride, but that's not this count as regular service. Is there an elevator in this platform? See a tower? That's an elevator. See the other end? That's another elevator. There's 4 altogether. Are there any shelters for riders on the rail platforms? Yes. There is one right there in the middle, and then you kind of have 2 that are kind of open. I've described these really nice shelters in other videos, so I won't spend too much time on them. There's a massive pedestrian bridge. Ta-da! Well, maybe not quite massive, but it's big. It'll take you a few minutes to cross that thing. Is there any place in sight that you can get a meal? Believe it or not, in the middle of this nowhere, nothing station, you can get a meal here. If you go directly about 3 blocks that way to Greenwood Plaza, you're going to find in one of the office buildings a place called What a Stop. Don't promise on the prices, don't promise on the hours. But as far as when I checked Google the other night, they were open. Is there a place to find rowdy sports fans? I don't think you'd find really much of anybody there, honestly. It's just that kind of a quiet station. This is a place, a very dull or quiet area. Yes and yes. I mean, actually, amazingly, the traffic noise from the interstate isn't that bad here, but dull? You can't get much duller than this one. There is nothing but office buildings here. There's really no retail. And, well, you only have this like teeny tiny lot here too for parking. No bus service. This is it. Unless you have business over here, it just, you're never going to visit this station. And it gets worse. As far as parks, well, there's no organized parks for miles here. I mean, Goldsmith Creek is another mile that way. There is some greenery between these office buildings, mostly on the east side of the interstate. There are, as far as art installations, nothing. Is there anything weird or unusual about this area? Nothing, except for the fact it's like one of the most boring stations I've done in this entire series so far. I won't say it's the worst, but it's getting down at the bottom. Well, anyways, that really does it for this an okay but boring station known as Orchard. It's the news up. Thanks for watching, especially this one. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I promise you we'll have some more interesting ones.